Alright, here we have a tour of the Higdon Road crossing on the Mercury and Chase line. Just like the HMCR, the M&C is actually a portion of the L&N's old Huntsville branch. And right here we have the first former signal, because this crossing got downgraded to crossbucks. We have a Martin Industries base on it. Then we have the dot tag emergency information. There's a close up of the dot tag. There's the emergency information. As you can see, the dot number is 931060G. Then we have where the lights used to be mounted. And then we have a crossbuck right up there. Then we have an object marker right over here. Track view, and there's some stuff down there I'm going to show you in a minute once I get the rest of the crossing overviewed. And yeah, I'm going to need to charge the camera, so I might not do much rail fanning today. But anyways, then we have the track view facing that way towards the end of the line next to Meridian Street. Then we have another object marker right over here. Then we have the second signal, which actually has a bit of interesting history on it, which I'll show you in a minute. First we have a SERMI base. That's E-R-R-M-I. This is picking up. But then we have the emergency information dot tag. And right underneath the dot tag we actually have some old Norfolk Southern emergency information. Because this signal is probably replaced, they probably kept the equipment but replaced the mast when Norfolk Southern owned the line, because interestingly enough, the Huntsville branch was the part of it up here, and I'm going to wipe this off real quickly. The northern part of the Huntsville branch up here was actually kept open by Norfolk Southern at the request of a bottling company on Max Luther Drive, and to get better shipping rates out of trucking companies. And once they got the rate they wanted, Norfolk Southern, they let Norfolk Southern do it as they wanted. Then Norfolk Southern handed it over to the newly formed North Alabama Railroad Museum, and the North Alabama Railroad Museum tore up most of the line. But yeah, that's an old Norfolk Southern dot tag there. Well, emergency information really. Then we have where the lights used to be. And now, interestingly enough, then we have the crossbuck, but right above the crossbuck, interestingly enough, is an old WRRS mechanical bell. So yeah, it's technically a bell-only crossing, but the bell does not work, because right over here at the relay case, we have, it's a USNS relay case, an old one, but it's been disconnected from power. So yeah, there's a look at the USNS Co. labeling there. Rather rusty. There's an old sign there, it's probably some kind of no trespassing sign. Probably installed by the railroad, but I don't know which railroad installed it. Probably the L&N maybe. Yeah, it looks like it's starting to pick up, so I'm gonna get over here and finish up the tour. Rain is before I get too wet. Let's see here. Down over this way, down the tracks over here. I'm gonna get over here. Is the fortunately trees still have all the leaves on them, so we don't have so I don't get as wet. But right here we have an old milepost for mile 43, as you can see right there. And then even further down the tracks, which is probably the coolest thing over here, is an old either L&N or NC&STL whistle post. Where with the old this is probably from before the 1930s. It has the old whistle marking on it for 2 longs and 2 shorts. That used to be for when you were approaching a crossing, but then the standard was changed to 2 longs, 1 short, 1 long, because engineers had a hard time blowing it's much easier for the engineers to blow a long whistle blast when going through a crossing. So yeah, that's still standing along this line. It used to be on the HMCR as well, but that one's since been removed, sadly. It is over near Weatherly Road, between Weatherly and Blonda, over in the corner of the church's parking lot. So yeah, this is Higdon Road in Huntsville, Alabama. Over and out.